Hey guys, I'm so glad you're here.
We have a lot to do.
Yes, we have to finish our story. Will the knight find the flower and rescue the princess? I don't know.
Right, but we haven't written that part yet.
Oh, right, we'll get back to that later. Because now it's time to
Rehearse the verse.
Today's verse is found in the book of Proverbs, chapter 19, verse 20. Say it like this. Proverbs 19:20. Get all the advice and instruction you can, so you will be wise the rest of your life. Okay, now I'm gonna say it, and you guys repeat after me, okay?
All right.
You ready?
We're ready.
You sure?
I'm sure. Sure? Good.
Yeah, okay.
Let's do it.
Proverbs 19:20.
Proverbs 19:20.
Get all the advice and instruction you can,
Get all the advice and instruction you can,
so you will be wise the rest of your life.
so you will be wise the rest of your life. Nice job.
And it's so true. Being wise is very important.
And sometimes you can find wisdom in the most unexpected places.
Really? What do you mean?
Okay guys, I think we're all set. Ready to finish our story?
Yeah, but where were we?
Oh, don't you remember? We were talking about the dark lady and her magic mirror.
So, I see you followed wise advice. You may be growing in wisdom, but not enough to stop me.
So we've got to figure out what the Dark Lady is going to do to the knight.
Got it. After the knight leaves the monk, he continues to walk down the path through the dark forest. He walks endlessly for days and days with no food or water. Then, the Dark Lady, in disguise, waves her magic wand.
Wait, she has a magic wand?
Of course she does. She waves her wand and...
It's a nice idea, but we never gave the Dark Lady a magic wand.
Perhaps the Dark Lady's plan should be more deceptive.
Ooh, yes! Let's listen to the robot. Yes, tell us more.
Perhaps our story should go like this.
Do not be afraid. The monk told me about your journey. He told me to meet you here.
How do I know that's true?
You're wise to be cautious. Did you see a young woman on your travels? Pretty, with a red hood?
I did.
You didn't tell her anything, did you?
I told her that the king sent me on a mission. Nothing more.
Good. She's pure evil. She's not even a young girl at all. She's the Dark Lady.
Dark Lady? The monk warned me about her. Glad I didn't follow her.
Yes. I know what you're looking for. You're looking for the flower that possesses magical powers, powers that are so beyond what any man can do that nobody can be trusted. Not even the king.
Why not?
No. No. Come on. It's not safe here. Follow me.
So why can't the king be trusted with the flower?
Because it has the power to do almost anything.
The king didn't tell me that. All he said was that it was for his daughter, Princess Rose.
Did he tell you why it was for her?
No?
Here, sit down. Relax.
Do you think it's not really for the Princess Rose at all? Do you think he just sent me here so he could have the power for himself?
Could be. No one can really know. I mean, many men would do almost anything to get the kind of power the flower possesses.
What if the king can't be trusted? What if he sent me here so he could have the power? The power to do something horrible? No, I can trust him. He's my king. But what if I can't? What do I do?
If I were you, I'd leave the flower right where it is. Why risk it falling into the wrong hands? At least you know it's safe there.
You're right. I am the only one who has access to this map. What do I do with it?
Uh-oh, that's bad news.
What is?
He's starting to believe her. He has to protect the map. It shows the way to the flower.
You're right. But what should he do with it? Should he hide the map or should he follow it?
What do you guys think? Shout it out. He should ignore the Dark Lady and keep following the map?
Here, give it to me. I'll destroy it for you.
Wait, what is he doing?
It seems he has ignored your advice.
But we're the writers. He can't do that.
He just did. Now sit down and lay your head to rest. And smell all these beautiful flowers around you.
Wait, what's going on?
You fool! You thought that you were wise enough to trick the Dark Lady? You chose wisely the first time, but this time you failed, and there is nothing that you can do about it.
What do I do? Pause. Pray.
Well, great. The knight is unconscious. Wake up, knight! Yoo-hoo!
Can't believe I listened to her lies. How could I have been so foolish? And now, the map is gone. I failed. Wait. What did the king say for my last challenge?
You can grow in wisdom by learning from your mistakes.
I didn't stop and pray last time until it was too late. The map was already gone. Pause. Pray. Pick. God, what should I do?
This will help you in your darkest hour when all hope is lost.
God, show me where to go. My king, I have returned.
You did it. I knew you wouldn't fail me.
I did fail you, my king. I met the Dark Lady twice in a forest. I didn't recognize her. I made the wise choice the first time.
But then you did not fail.
No, I did. The second time. The map was destroyed, and if it weren't for this, I never would have been able to find the flower.
Did you learn from your mistake?
I did, my king. I learned that I can't trust what I think is best, even when it seems really good. I have to trust God and what He says.
Sounds like you have grown in wisdom.
What? No, that's impossible. I made the wrong decisions. I almost ruined any chance I had of finding the flower.
Sometimes we grow in wisdom by learning from our mistakes.
Thank you for your mercy, my king. I don't deserve it. Now here is the flower you sent me for.
Thank you, Sir Knight.
Hold it right there. Mistakes can help you grow in wisdom. My mistakes just make me feel bad.
Well, hold up. There's a story that might help. There. Joshua makes a treaty with the Gibeonites. Let's check it out.
This is his 66 picks mixed up into one. The books about God, who He is and what He's done. It's the Holy Bible, y'all, with God's truth packed tight inside. It's alive, a prize to hide in your heart and in your mind. Old Testaments are set up for the big event when Jesus crashed the scene with a new arrangement. It's history, His story, whose story, God's story. Oh, the story of how much He loves me. Let it blow up all the pages, let this show go on. Let His word explode from this video into your life.
Joshua was a mighty warrior.
Hello.
God used him to lead the Israelites into the land God promised them. Now, God had given Joshua and the Israelites many victories over the people who lived in the land.
He sure has. You wouldn't believe what God did to the wall of Jericho. Knocked it down.
And now everyone had heard about all that God had done for Joshua and the Israelites, including some people who lived nearby called the Gibeonites. They were pretty scared, so they decided to trick Joshua.
Now remember the plan. We have these old bags that are torn and this worn out clothing. This will trick Joshua and the Israelites to think we came from a faraway country instead of just nearby. We'll get him to make a peace treaty with us, and then we won't be destroyed like those guys at Jericho.
Got it.
We have come from a country far from here. Please make a peace treaty with us.
How do we know you're telling the truth? Maybe you live near us, and we can't make a peace treaty with you if you do.
If you make a peace treaty with us, we'll be your servants.
You didn't answer my question. Tell me the truth. Who are you? Where do you come from? Really?
We live very far away from here. We heard all that God has done for you in Egypt and against all the people living here. The leaders of our country told us to come and make a peace treaty with you. As you can see, we've come a long way. All our food is gone and our clothes are worn out.
Let me see for myself. Looks good to me.
Joshua and the Israelites asked the Gibeonites all the right questions, but they didn't do the most important thing, ask God for wisdom on what to do. So they made a treaty with the Gibeonites.
What? The Gibeonites live nearby? They tricked us. I want to meet with those guys. Now I know the truth. You live close to us? Why did you lie and say that you live far away?
We know that God told you to destroy all the people living in the land. We were afraid, so we tricked you into making a peace treaty with us.
Well, we have to keep our promise, so we won't destroy you. But you will have to be our servants and carry water for the priests.
That's fine with us.
Joshua had made a big mistake.
But I'm not going to make that mistake again. Next time, I'm going to ask God what He wants to do, no matter how things look.
We can guess that Joshua learned from his mistake with the Gibeonites, because after that time, in every adventure Joshua had, we see him asking God what He wanted him to do first.
So Joshua was tricked into disobeying God. That's a big mistake.
It was, but Joshua went on to become a great leader. He didn't let his mistake stop him. He learned from his mistake.
Okay, I think I'm starting to understand it now.
The knight in our story is starting to get it too.
Now I can tell you why it was so important for me to find the magic flower for my daughter. This is my daughter, Princess Rose. As you can see, she is not well.
What happened to her?
I guess I need to start at the very beginning for you to fully understand. It began a long time ago. The Dark Lady, she was a member of my court. Back then she was called Lady Grey. That is, until she wanted to rule my kingdom instead of me. She was cold, proud, and full of evil. So I threw her out of the kingdom. Now she calls herself the Dark Lady, and she has vowed revenge against the one thing I love the most, my daughter.
The Dark Lady's creepy.
She's the villain. She's supposed to be creepy.
I still have a lot to think about. You guys keep writing. I'll be right back. To the room. Hi, room.
Hello, Alyssa. How can I help you?
Well, as you know, we're writing a story about wisdom, but the king just told the knight that he can learn from his mistakes. I just don't know. Room, can you show me today's verse? Proverbs 19:20. Get all the advice and instruction you can, so you will be wise the rest of your life. But what about when I'm not wise? I mess up a lot.
Even the wisest people make mistakes, but wise people also learn from them. Even great heroes in the Bible know this to be true.
Oh yeah, today's Bible story was about how the Gibeonites tricked Joshua into making a treaty. Joshua didn't ask God what to do. That was a big mistake.
But Joshua learned from that mistake. He grew in God's wisdom and became a great leader because of it. God can do wonderful things through people who learn from their mistakes and the mistakes of others.
I want to grow in wisdom too. And now I know that I don't have to be perfect to do that. I'm going to be like Joshua. I'm going to be wise, learn from mistakes. That's it, that's the point. Be wise, learn from mistakes. And I think I can do that now. The next time I make a mistake, I'm gonna learn from it so that I can make a different decision the next time. Thanks, room.
You're very welcome, Alyssa.
Wait, so that's it? That's the end of the story?
Wait, no, it can't be over?
It's not over. Now let's see, where were we? Oh, the king was telling the knight about the Dark Lady. And she was storming out of the castle.
So what happened after that?
For many years, nothing at all. But I still kept my daughter surrounded by guards because I knew the Dark Lady was just waiting for the right time. And one day that time came. Against my wise advice, my daughter went walking around the castle without any guards with her. She thought she would be safe, but I knew better. If only she had listened. The Dark Lady used her magic to trick her. My daughter loves flowers and couldn't resist the beautiful bouquet, so she took it. The second she smelled the sweet flowers, she fell to the ground.
So is she in some sort of enchanted sleep?
Yes. But every year that passes, she gets weaker. I wasn't sure how much time I had, so I sent for you. I would have gone after the flower myself, but the spell can only be broken by a knight, not a king. So I had to choose a knight that would make enough wise decisions to find it. And I'm happy to say that I chose the right one.
Father, what happened?
This is my daughter, Princess Rose.
I think so too. Wait, Alyssa, you never told us about the room.
Oh yeah, I connected the dots.
Then perhaps you should share today's point.
Be wise. Learn from mistakes.
Be wise, learn from mistakes. Well, if I learned from all of my many mistakes, I would be the wisest person in the world.
Well, we can all grow in wisdom, just like today's verse says.
Why don't we all say it?
Proverbs 19:20. Get all the advice and instruction you can, so you will be wise the rest of your life.
Because a good life is built on wisdom.
A happily ever after kind of life?
A life living out God's purpose.
I still think a bobbity snowman would have been cool.
So remember, if you make a mistake, and trust me, we all make mistakes, you can still grow in wisdom by learning from them.
That's right. Just remember to
pause, pray, pick.
But wait, we're not gonna find out if the princess or knight fall in love?
We're leaving it a mystery.
I guess you'll never know.
But I have to know.
We all make mistakes. When we do, it's important to remember, be wise, learn from mistakes. I'm kind of sad our story's over. But we can all be part of God's true story. It all starts when you make Jesus the leader of your life. I've done that, and you can too. Just remember ABC. A, admit. Admit that you've done wrong and ask God to forgive you for disobeying Him. B, believe. Believe God sent Jesus to take the punishment for your sin. Trust that you're forgiven because Jesus made you right with God. C, choose. Choose to spend your whole life depending on God's power to help you say no to sin. As you live and love like Jesus, tell others God is your leader and number one friend. If you've chosen to follow Jesus, I hope you'll talk to your Konnect small group leader before you leave.